let's call in the Chief Executive Officer of the Mr. Cagayan de Oro Golden Friendship Incorporated. Let's give a big round of applause to Miss Candy Dalinbang.
We also held this Hias Nandinala together with our very energetic pageant director, known as Miss Ray. So I would like to, of course, please give me an applause for this. Being also the pageant director of this event. And I would like just to give you back history of Mr. Cagayan de Oro. This is actually the second in the city. And I hope that this will be emulated in the other cities, because considering also that the city of Cagayan de Oro is already considered a highly organized city. So I have no idea if this was already duplicated or replicated in other cities of the country, but I believe that this has started in Cagayan de Oro, and I'm very proud of that. So, being of course the second Mr. Cagayan de Oro main pageant in our city, I would like also to recognize, or not recognize, but I am very happy indeed that this pageant was recognized by no less than our city government of Cagayan de Oro. Yes, by no less than our city mayor, Rolando Clarix, being represented here, of course, by his staff here, and the first time. So when we approached together with our members of the Board of Trustees in the city of Cagayan, in the city government, no less than Mayor Clarix entertained us. And when we asked for the accreditation and having been this event being included in the major activities of the Higalaay Festival, we were so happy, extremely happy, now that Mr. Cagayan de Oro is already a major activity. And we look forward that in the next year and coming years, Mr. Cagayan de Oro will not only play as a major activity, but perhaps it will be a core event of the Higalaay Festival in our city. So I would sorry, it's not mall. It's Little Galdo's Hotel with our very dashing General Manager Jerome de la Fuente for sponsoring this venue for this Mr. Cagayan. And the local government units of our city, of course, having sponsored their respective candidates as aspirants for this major activity. And well, of course, the respective families and offices of the aspirants for this event. I would like also to thank all the sponsors, being being, of course, represented by their officers, and all the people who are here with us this afternoon. So I am very inspired to see all of you here this afternoon, with all the candidates here with us. So siguro hindi ko nalagtason because we will be presenting with all our candidates this afternoon, the 16 dashing and good-looking candidates. So once again, good afternoon everyone, and thank you for being here with us.
Thank you so much, Ms. Candy.
Alright, so to welcome us all, to give the welcome message to each and everyone because of this decorated event that we have right now, please help me welcome Mr. Jerome de la Fuente, our General Manager of Limited Lux Hotel. A round of applause, please.
First of all, I'd like to thank Candy for allowing us to be part of this entity, of this. Whatever we can do to make Mr. Cagayan a success, we will be here for you. It's also an opportunity to touch base with the people who are behind Mr. Cagayan. First of all, Mr. Cagayan, but now it's Mr. Cagayan. Thank you for coming, and I hope you can support all your candidates. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Once again, the General Manager of Limited Lux Hotel, Mr. Jerome de la Fuente. All right, so Ms. Mara, again, these are important people who will be speaking in front of us before we present our candidates.
Yes, so this afternoon, I believe that this competition is just not about the physique, the body, the brain, and the look of our 16 candidates, but this is a purposeful event. And this platform will be given to us as a rationale of the competition for the futuristic concept in line with the sustainability development goals of the United Nations. Please help me welcome Mr. Renante Pacheco Namuhaka, our Chief Operation Officer. Again, please.
Thank you very much. I'd like to make quick discussions with regards to this because Mr. Cagayan de Oro City was born because of our interest in providing leadership and good governance among young people. We know for a fact that we are being challenged nowadays because of the proliferations of the different social problems in our country and of course in our city. But right now, I have to inculcate, and we really have to inculcate together with the Board of Trustees and together with the local government unit of Cagayan de Oro City and our leaders to make immediate actions when it comes to investing leadership and good governance for these young people so that in the future, we should be able to raise potential leaders in our country, potential leader basically in our city, Cagayan de Oro, because we love this city and we are being known as the city of golden friendship and being tagged as the second richest city in the Philippines based on GDP. So, nganong nabuhi din siya pagmaayong nag-ialagaan nato for the second year despite of the challenges, despite the scarcity of the resources, but we are not being failed now because we are with the help of the local government union, with the help of our amahan sa syudad, Honorable Rolando Clarix, together with the councilors and the different leaders, government agencies, and of course the stakeholders And our sponsors kamugi nagbuhi ni ani sulod sa duha ka tuig. Our pageant criteria rate this way. 40% gikan sa organization. We call it behavioral personality point system. Because we know for a fact na kami nag-uban-uban sa mga candidates since from the conception of the event. Then the 60% will be given to our board of judges. Para nasa sila yung right na maktitan kung unsa ang mga dagway, unsa ang mga personalidad ay ato mga kandidato. Now, we embrace advocacy because we are trying to change the perspective of the traditional pageantry. We need leaders. Therefore, we use pageantry as a channel. Now, because of this channeling, ma-utilize nato ang social media, ma-utilize nato ang radio broadcasting, kung ma-utilize nato ang tabang sa mga content creators and bloggers to deliver the key messages of our candidates' advocacy work. So, ato na sila yung mga dahilan ng mga advocacy, ang mga project. Kung ganyan ang project must be implemented together with the help of the local government unit and their respective barangay, together with the help of our corporate companies. Okay, in this year, we are embracing the advocacy of the 17th Sustainability Development Goal, of which our objective is to earn people, planet, and profit. We should earn together in order to fight and mitigate the possible negative effect of climate change. So that in our little own interventions in the city by way of providing protections, awareness about the solid waste management, preventions regarding hazards, at least mamitigate nato ang mga problema. Di macro, it may be micro, but at least nato intervention. Promoting good family welfare, promoting the rights of the children, promoting the rights of the animals, promoting every aspect of development. So this is the core value of the Mr. Cagayan de Oro Golden Friendship Incorporated. So that we be able to achieve tangibility. Kung sa rin kita wala pag tangibility, dili lang ni karon, among kabiyuhan ang mga local government unit kung nag-implement mag-ini ako mga kandidato sa ilang project. Na ilang ipasundayag karon sa ilang kosyon o kung saan i-messages. Diha sa makita nato nagasuoto nila, taas ang iyang percentage value sa K-messaging. How they will be able to innovate their cautions na mo-correlate sa mensahe diya sa ilang mga tagsa-tagsa sa mga advocacy project. So ladies and gentlemen, in a few seconds from now, we'll be presenting to you how this innovativity of their creations emphasize the key messages of the advocacy of these respective candidates together with the local government unit of Cagayan de Oro. Maayong hapon kaninyong tanan.
Thank you so much to Ray, once again, the Chief Operations Officer of Mr. Cagayan de Oro Golden Friendship Incorporated. Now, Ms. Mara, last week we were so happy, we were so amazed because, again, as Mr. Ray said, Mr. Cagayan de Oro is now part of the major events of the Higala Festival 2024. Palakpakan naman natin ang Mr. Cagayan de Oro, mga Higala. And of course, di na to ma-achieve na success if not for the local government in the Cagayan de Oro City.
And of course, our sponsors, Sir EJ.
Yes, of course. And with that, Ms. Mara, let's call on stage to give her Higala message. Of course, the City Sports Office coordinator and the coordinator of Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024 for Higala Festival 2024, Ms. Albi Criswaga.
Maayong hapon na naman at mabuhay. We meant to respect to Ms. Kelly Dorimbong. Thank you for inviting the LGU Cagayan de Oro to be part of this momentous and very memorable event. On behalf of the City Mayor of Cagayan de Oro, Mayor Rolando Paris-Gui, I would like to ask you a consideration and understanding that the City Mayor could not be around this afternoon to be with us because he has also had a very an equally important appointment to attend to. So but then we promised from the LG of Cagayan de Oro that we are trying our best, that we have to take part whatever advocacies that our candidate has to offer to the City of Golden Friendship. I'm very much glad that hearing that Mr. Cagayan de Oro, they're not just exposing the candidate's physique and beauty, but I am proud to say and happy that we are now having to be with them, the advocacy, because they're also trying to impart the responsibility and their contribution to the City of Golden Friendship. And with that, as an OIC of the City of Sports and part of their advocacy soon, and maybe next year or the coming years, I am trying my very best that Mr. Cagayan de Oro should be part of the core event. Because I know and I have witnessed the effort and the effectivity of this pageant, because they're showing their talents, they're showing their skills, and above all, they're showing their advocacy. That is a very important part that the city government of Cagayan de Oro should have to be partnered with those advocacy if we want to raise our to make the Cagayan de Oro more productive and effective, and of course, with the leadership of the City Mayor of Cagayan de Oro. With our motto, Rise CDO, Rise Cagayan as one. If we have to go together, help each other, and be united, no one should be left behind. Thank you, and good afternoon.
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Alvin Chris Waga.
Alright, at this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, our board of adjudicators will be guided by these criteria for judging. For the SDG Futuristic Attire, please allow me to read to you the criteria. The theme alignment. Align each outfit with one or more SDGs to ensure coherence with the advocacy's vision and mission. For instance, an outfit representing SDG number 13, climate action, could feature sustainable materials and designs that highlight environmental consciousness. This is 20 points. For the customization and creativity, focus on highly customized designs that showcase creativity. This could involve intricate patterns, futuristic silhouettes, or innovative garment structures. Ensure that each piece tells a story of sustainability and creativity combined. 30 points. High impact visuals. Design attire that not only communicates sustainability but also captivates visually. 30 points. Key messages in social engagement. Embed SDG messages into the designs and marketing strategies. This could involve using symbolism or color schemes that represent specific SDGs. This is 20 points and a total of 100 points.
Yes, and that's for
Futuristic
the
attire.
SDG Futuristic Attire. So mahigala kaganina, around 9 or 10 in the morning, our Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024 candidates had their closed-door interview together with our selection committee. And of course, this is for the selection of the 6 semi-finalists that will be proclaimed during the coronation night on August 18. So here are the criteria. Beauty of face, body and structure, includes height and skin complexion, muscle tone and good facial attributes, 10 points. Possess good quality and personality, that includes good grooming, sense with kind personality, worthy of the title as Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024, 20 points. Poise and discipline, bearing with friendly smile, includes confidence, walking ability, and techniques. That's 10 points. Question and answer portion with substantial answer, evidence-based, and answered coherently with great sense of honesty. Articulate in English, Cebuano languages, 20 points. And the overall total of behavioral total point system scored from the technical staff, that would be 40 points for a total of 100%. So Ms. Mara, grabe ka ba? So kumbaga, filter to filter yun.
Yes, very detailed criteria for our candidates.
Yes, I'm very excited because, of course, again, that's just what I said kanina. It's about the advocacy. It's not just about how good looking they are and how toned their bodies are, but it's about how they can lend a hand and extend a hand to the community and also give their heart to the community as well.
Yes, so convey the message of the SDGs of the United Nations for after 2015 and would last up to 2030.
Yes, importantly, siya. So, kung curious about the Sustainable Development Goals, Google, you can search that one sa Google, sa internet, about this is the 17 Sustainable Development Goals that has been used in other pageants such as Miss World Philippines, Mr. International Philippines. So, grabe tayo ang Sustainable Development Goals and how important it is to the community.
Alright, so TJ, so hindi na natin pagkagayo, no? These are the most important persons that we have this evening, ladies and gentlemen. And we would like to introduce each one of them. Sir TJ, please begin.
Alright, so Ms. Mara, sasakit ang ulo nila tonight for judging, of course, our SDG Futuristic attire. So, our first judge, she is the branding manager and official swimwear provider of Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024 and a graduate of Fine Arts, major in advertising at University of Santo Tomas, a proprietor of Darwin Bull Couture. Ladies and gentlemen, our first judge, Ms. Darwin Bull.
Is a private practitioner and at the same time a businesswoman. She is the president of Intercare Training School Incorporated. At the same time, she finished law and she is also a certified public accountant. She is an advocate of indigenous people's rights and caring of the elderly children and people with special needs. And she is also a member of the Rotary Club Adults. Please help me welcome our second judge, Attorney Jenny G. Aplainer.
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Jenny. Ms. Harsh is also part of the Board of Trustees of Mr. Cagayan de Oro Golden Friendship Incorporated. Our third judge, her advocacy involvement, #I Empower Advocacy Campaign to believe, empower, and create. A graduate, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies at Xavier University Ateneo de Cagayan. Miss Universe Philippines, Cagayan de Oro 2024 first runner-up, and the Miss Philippines, Cagayan de Oro 2024 Beauty Queen, AI Analyst, and Freelance Model. Let's give a big round of applause to Rexil S. Bias.
Department employee. He finished his BS Environmental Science at Science and Technology. He is also an advocate of environmental conservation conservation and protection. He is the man of Himulugan 2013 second runner-up and the Mr. Mindanao 2015 grand winner. He is also an image model. Please give it up to our fourth judge, Mr. Ryan V. Ramnero.
There's advocacy involvement. Promote Cagayan de Oro as an investment. Study and finish Bachelor of Arts in Communication and Bachelor of Arts in Marketing at the La Salle University. Doctor of Philosophy, Business at La Salle. The General Manager of Lipicay Lux Hotel. Let's give a big round of applause to the Chairman of the Board of Judges, Mr. Jerome De La Fuente.
Thank you very much to our Board of Adjudicators. Recently, they have received the plaque of appreciation. Allow me to read to you the citation. Mr. Cagayan de Oro, Golden Friendship Incorporated and Local Government Unit of Cagayan de Oro City. Plaque of appreciation is given to in grateful recognition and acknowledgement as one of the Board of Judges during the Mr. Cagayan de Oro preliminary judging and futuristic attire competition held at Lempicay Lux Hotel, given this 4th day of August in the year 2024. In Lempicay Drive, Lapasan, Cagayan de Oro City, signed Ms. Lourdes Cindy D. Galimbang, our Chief Executive Officer, together with Mr. Renante P. Namulatkat, our Chief Operation Officer.
Alright, Lipicay Lux Hotel, are you ready to witness our SDG futuristic attire? Hala, di na yung balik na sa liyo?
I guess na may mga supporters sa natong mga candidates.
Asa ang mga support sa mga candidates?
Yeah!
Ay, kulang pag kayo. Asa ang supporters sa candidates? Wala ba? So again, we are so excited. Nanon yung mga tweets about Kagalina, pero wala pa naman nakita ang full potential kung
Yes.
sa ilang.
How they're going to show off and give justice to each of their SPG futuristic attire.
Yes, magkakabalo is Mara na ay maglupad-lupad ng mga something, diba? So it's so exciting as, of course, Filipinos are
Very creative
and talented. And of course, atong mga designers are very world-class. Okay, so, hindi na ito palugayin pa, Ms. Mara. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 16 candidates for Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024 in their Sustainable Development Goals Futuristic Attire.
A big hand, please.
Matthew Arboli, Barangay Kamalanan. My advocacy is in line with SDG number 3, Good Health and Well-being for All Ages. Project title, One Step to a Healthier Future.
Focusness, Ready and Partner, the power of focusing and the future of Cagayan de Oro is evident in this tradition, in line with Sustainable Development And development goal number 3, Matthew Arboli champions good health and well-being through creativity and fashion. This serves as a proof that the future is not only seen in technology, but also in your own body. This futuristic attire loudly and proudly says, one step to a healthier future. Designer Christine Halaga and Georgia Halaga.
Fidel Castro, an advocate in empowering children through performing arts, under the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, number 16. Peace, justice, and strong institution. Representing Barangay Tablon!
In realm of angels, Archangel Michael shines as a beacon of courage, protection, and divine grace. Just as he advanced the heavens against darkness, when we embody his strength and righteousness on the stage of life, standing tall in our convictions and radiating the light of truth and beauty. Just like Bernard, he is considered a champion of justice, a healer of the sick, and the guardian of the children. Designer Ray Carl J. Benoit.
An environmental advocate anchored in the Goal 13 of SDG Climate Action. Where the earth comes first, atin ang mundo muna, gikan sa mga swabong barangay, kauswagan!
This attire represents a deep commitment on the SDG Goal 13 climate action, an embodiment of protector of nature, crafted from sustainable materials. This vest represents a leaf, the heart of greater purpose. The headdress symbolizes respect and celebration of our mightiest earth. Finally, the shield stands for preserve, protect, and progress. When a harmony balance between development and nature meets, is an environmental stewardship. Unahin muna natin ang mundo. Mundo muna. Designer Rupert Reed.
Sustainable Development Goal number 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institution, representing Barangay Malasanig!
Behold the powerful embodiment of justice, personified where the essence of making justice is reimagined with divine grace and strength. Adorned in pristine white, symbolizing purity and impartiality, this striking and focusing costume features a magnificent set of wings representing the swift, and unbiased nature of justice. The scales of justice delicately balanced in one hand, significantly fairness and equality, while the sword in the other hand embodies the decisive power to protect the innocent and punish the guilty. The halo of feathers framing the figure's head exudes the aura of righteousness and divine authority, reminding us that justice, like an angel, watches over all with unwavering vigilance. This portrayal is not just a costume, it is a powerful statement of the enduring principles of justice, reminding us that in a world of chaos, fairness and truth shall always prevail. This is Georgia Halaga, Christine Halaga, and Shani Oyao.
A well-known person, an advocate of adolescent health and development, focusing on teenage pregnancy prevention. Under SDG number 3, good health and well-being. Representing Barangay Bugu.
Inspired by the themes of adolescent health development, these futuristic attire embodies the prophecy against teenage pregnancy. The dominant colors, blue and green, symbolizes trust, health, and growth. Intricate details featuring syringes, pills, and condoms highlight the importance of prevention and education and safe practices. Syringes and pills symbolize healthcare access and informed choices, while condoms underscore safe practices and responsible behavior. This ensemble represents a vision for a healthier future and also stands as a beacon of hope and empowerment for the youth of the Oro. Designer, Raj Valley.
I am Sean Christopher Flores Arnaiz, SDG number 4, Quality Education, advocating for the less fortunate young individuals to get access to quality education. Karbo sa Barangay Kanikuan!
The attire embodies the spirit of the education with no bound advocacy, aligned with SDG number 4, Quality Education. It symbolizes the transformative power and universal importance of education in today's world. The open book of the design represents the freedom and opportunity for everyone to learn, while the flowing cape signifies the joy and dedication of children committed to their education. This outfit serves as a powerful reminder that education is a fundamental right and an invaluable asset that no one can take away. Let us unite to support less fortunate young individuals in their pursuit of knowledge and ensure that every child has a chance to learn their diploma. Designer, Kevin Guerrero.
Yeah.
Mariaga, an advocate of SDG number 15, Life on Land. Representing S.J. Lumpia! This ranger handles the transformative power of future fashion while maintaining the ability to transcend traditional boundaries. Kyle is wearing an exploration of the intersection of future fashion and the environment. He chose the color copper brown. The best represents nature to amplify its message and advocacy to conserve and preserve the environment. He believes that a future fashion and nature go together seamlessly. This is a convergence of artistry and sensitivity towards culture, tradition, and the environment. Designer, Juniel Lee.
Muriel J. Padla, an advocate of SDG 15, Life on Land, entitled One Paw at a Time, supporting fair treatment for stray animals. I'm Muriel Padla, representing Barangay 86.
This is the story of millions of animals who, through no fault of their own, find themselves lost, alone, and struggling to survive. They are the strays, the forgotten, the ones who roam our streets, searching for a kind hand and a warm meal, a safe haven. They are not numbers, they are individuals, each with their own story, their own hopes, their own dreams. They deserve our compassion, our understanding, and our help. One paw at a time, we can make a difference by supporting shelters, fostering animals, and advocating for responsible pet ownership. We can create a world where every animal has a chance at a loving home. Let's be their voice, let's be their hope, one paw at a time. Designer, Giselle Paz.
Mark Vincent Safwa, an advocate for gender equality, representing the wonderful people of Barangay Puerto.
This outfit embodies a futuristic, fashion-forward approach with its bold and knowledge of design. The top features a structured silhouette, giving it a futuristic and avant-garde look. The use of geometric patterns and vibrant contrasting colors on the sleeve adds a playful yet sophisticated touch, making the outfit visually striking. These colors symbolize inclusivity, representing all facets of life and the diverse spectrum of human experiences. Moreover, the outfit aligns with the SDG number 10, Reduce Inequalities, by incorporating the diverse colors and bold design elements. It promotes a message of equality and inclusivity, highlighting the importance of reducing disparities among different groups of people. Fashion can be a powerful tool for social change, and this ensemble exemplifies how creativity can contribute to raising awareness and supporting global goals. Overall, this outfit is a perfect example of pushing the boundaries of contemporary fashion, combining creativity, boldness, and a touch of eccentricity to create standout look that celebrates diversity, inclusivity, and the importance of reducing inequalities. Designer, JC Kaguya.
Chief Patuan Bugay, proudly representing Barangay Ipunan. My advocacy is under the SDG number 4, which is quality education, but specifically for every young Bajau.
Ang makabagong kasuotan ni Benji ay isang makabagong pagsasanib ng tradisyon at inobasyon. Ang kasuotan ito ay nagtatampo ng salakot na may ilaw na sumisimbolo ng kalimunagan at pag-unlad. Ang lapis ay kumakatawan sa kapangyarihan ng edukasyon at ang pagpili ng magsikap sa karunungan. Ang barong ay isang makapangyarihang pahayag na nagdiriwang ng pamana habang pinatagap kinabukasan ng puno ng pag-asa at potensyal. Designer, Benji Bugay.
Budawanong Adlaw mga higala. This is Warren Villanueva, an advocate to Sustainable Development Goal number 8, Economic Growth and Decent Work, representing the most progressive barangay in the city, mga higala, Kaupantauy sa Barangay Carmen.
In Vigo Oro Tapestry, Cagayan de Oro, this concept design project aims to create a captivating and sustainable fashion piece that celebrates the rich cultural heritage of the Vigo Oro tribe in the city while showcasing the progressive tourism of Cagayan de Oro, a city embracing its urban identity. This design incorporates traditional Higaonan motifs, patterns, and symbols such as intricate geometric designs, annual representations, and vibrant colors. These elements are woven into the fabric, creating a tapestry-like visual effect, a page homage to the tribe's craftsmanship, cultural identity. The design's inspiration features subtle references to the city's landmarks, natural beauty, and progressive spirit. The design highlights the importance of decent work and economic growth through sustainable practices. The designer showcased the design's unique vision and commitment to sustainable and culturally inspired fashion. And lastly, this is also an opportunity to target fashion-conscious individuals who appreciate ethical and sustainable fashion with a particular interest in cultural heritage and travel. Designer, Gigi Asa.
Raniel Luz Reyes Yale, an advocate for SDG number 3, good health and well-being with project titled Building a Stronger Mind, proudly representing the City Engineering's Office.
A person who has gone to war with his mind could be envisioned as a highly disciplined individual struggling with intense internal conflicts while navigating external challenges. This person might face constant mental battles, grappling with doubt, fear, or trauma from past experiences. This journey involves a relentless struggle to maintain focus, overcome psychological barriers, and find inner peace amidst the chaos of the environment. This visual representation would aim to evoke empathy and raise awareness about the intricate nature of mental health challenges. Einer Proben.
SK Barangay Kauswagan by SDG number 13, which is climate action, entitled Clean Up Drive.
This futuristic attire is inspired by a project entitled Clean Up Drive, which emphasizes the need for immediate individual action, self-discipline, and awareness. A holistic approach is essential. Being a good is akin to being godly. Discipline begins at home and should be instilled in young generations to foster better environmental practices. The attire is made from recyclable materials. The positive aspects include old magazines and papers, paper plates, wooden spoons, and 4 egg trays, coconut nets, abaca nets, bamboo sticks, dried stems and plants, and cardboard. These materials are environmentally friendly and sustainable. Conversely, the negative aspects include plastic bottles, coffee and milk sachets, plastic straws, old CDs, cellophane, and plastic bags, all of which are harmful to the environment. And he wears a crown to symbolize the victory, the battle against climate change, and uses green to represent sustainability and blue to signify cleanliness and sanitation for better living. Designer, Eva Dumaki.
Del Pilar Bienet, an advocate of youth empowerment and social development rooted in different cultures under the Sustainable Development Goal of United Nations number 10 to reduce inequalities, representing Barangay La Pasar.
The attire draws inspiration from the folklore of the Oro, a mythical creature said to have founded the city's mythological origin. It is crafted from sustainable materials, including recycled plastic cups and water bottles, reflecting a commitment to sustainability while promoting messages of equality and diversity. And the round colors sway and dance, green embodies resilience in every youthful stance, with strength and courage from youth face the day, empowering them in a vibrant display. Blue whispers of communications art, confidence and character, a noble part. Empowerment shines in every youth. Youth empowered, strong and true. This unique creation is brought to life by the designer, Raj Bhagwat.
I am James Christopher Llamos Quaton, a strong advocate of Sustainable Development Goals number 3, which is good health and well-being, representing Barangay Lumbia!
Maong Nahayag, Yatsorsu of Maong Nahayag is a tribute to the importance of psychiatric care and mental health awareness. It is designed to highlight the journey of healing, the strength of support systems, and the beauty of recovery. The costume features calming hues and gold, symbolizing tranquility and growth. These colors represent the peace and the renewal that come with effective psychiatric care and support. The intricate patterns depict a network of interconnected lines representing the brain's complex pathways and the interconnected nature of mental health. This design highlights the importance of understanding and compassion in psychiatric care. The 14 rays represents the 14 common therapeutic approaches used in psychiatric care. This cautions the celebration of the progress and hope psychiatric care brings to individuals and communities. Its aim is to raise awareness, reduce stigma, and inspire conversations about mental health. Designer, Catlea Montenegro.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Edgar Inokivi de la Cerda, an advocate of SDG number 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, representing the Bureau of Fire Protection.
With SDG number 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, entitled From Rest to Resilience, Enhancing Fire Safety in Cagayan de Oro Urban Landscape, a candidate in a fiery costume representing the spirit of flame. The costume draws its essence from the timeless and mesmerizing element of fire, as this candidate has his burning desire to advocate and educate people on how fire prevention is important. It is not just a safety measure, but a responsibility we all share to protect lives and properties. A part of the costume is the axe. It is a tool that firefighters use during fire incidents, representing the ability to overcome challenge and obstacles. It also signifies strength to help others and power to educate people. This flame costume is designed not only to capture the visual beauty of fire, but also to give it its power and mystique, making the wearer truly embody the spirit of flame. The designer, Yumika Yakabe. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause once again to our 16 candidates for Mr. Cagayan de Oro 24, wearing their Sustainable Development Goals futuristic attire. Sustainable Development Goals futuristic attire. A round of applause for La Higala. Thank you so much. it goes to show that Cagayanons are really world class.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The SDG Futuristic Attire of our 16 candidates.
Kaya ito ang labi na ito pang matiyo, magaluyo.
Yes, nakawawagit ko sa loob. But I guess, I hope, and I pray that the winner from this SDG Futuristic Attire deserves a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
And of course, gihabuan sa tutanan, all the 16 of them, gihabuan, igastuhan, and also, dili yun, may luwan ang talento sa Pilipino, sa Cagayan de Oro.
Thank you so much to our contributors, our designers.
Yes, pakpakaman nato once again atong designers from Cagayan de Oro City. Grabe din sila. And of course, they are not just designers, but they are making an art. They are delivering a message to each and every one.
Yes. So I guess those are the fashion statements of the near future of our Cagayan de Oro fashion world, Sir DJ.
Yes, Ms. Mara. So, di nato panukayan basta. Of course, the candidates, hindi lang mga gentlemen, but also the ladies, are competing in pageants. At the same time, set to represent the country or the city in the national pageant, diba?
So I guess our board of adjudicators this time are having a hard time choosing our best futuristic attire for Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024.
Yes, since we're talking about world class and of course national competition, Mr. Cagayan de Oro Golden Friendship Incorporated is also tied with the Mr. Philippines National Pageant. Diba? So, of course, the winner of Mr. Cagayan de Oro, the winners rather, Mr. Cagayan de Oro, is Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024 Prism, Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024 Asia Pacific, and Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024 Philippines. And our Philippines would represent next year for the national pageant. So this year, Ms. Mara, kinsa ang represent?
At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, atong ilailahon ang lalaki ng mag-represent sa Mr. Cagayan de Oro organization to the national pageant of Mr. Philippines 2024 come September 1 at Iloilo.
At Legazpi Albay. Legazpi Albay, na-remove na siya. Siguro kay gusto nila mas north pa. Miss Mara. So gusto nila Legazpi Albay para makita nila si Daragan Magayon.
Ay, okay. So of course, no, as he rapped here on stage to represent Cagayan de Oro to the national pageant, tukod siyang ila-ilahon.
Yes.
So hindi na natutugayon. Let's meet our representative to the Mr. Philippines 2024, Mr. Simon Acero Libaco.
You are a well-spoken person, well-spoken individual, and of course, it's such a nice and amazing opportunity knowing that you will be representing Cagayan de Oro in the national pageant. Of course, I know you, and of course, your mom. But aside from that, what was on your mind katong giingon sa imuha na you will be representing Cagayan de Oro City in the national pageant?
Right, thank you so much, EJ. So yes, magandang hapon sa inyo ang tanan Cagayan de Oro, no? So yes, when I took this opportunity back in March 2024, early this year, it was very new to me. You know, pageant scene, and everything is very easy. But what's old or what's familiar is the advocacy base. And I love how Cagayan de Oro, and most especially Mr. CEO rather, is leaning more towards an advocacy-based outlook. You know, a lot of our candidates right now have their own advocacies centered around the 17 SDGs of the United Nations. So that alone for me was, yes, it was a nerve-wracking experience, of course, but I said yes. I was happy because I wanted to, as a student volunteer myself, I wanted to extend my voice, especially towards the national scene, and be representing Cagayan de Oro in that sense is going to be a great honor and also a great responsibility.
Right, so it's a great responsibility. And of course, to that, Sir Simon, what are the preparations that you do or you did to be able to represent Cagayan de Oro to the national pageant?
Thank you so much, Ms. Nara. So my preparations to be divided into two things. It's the mental and physical. So let's focus more on the physical stuff, especially since it's a pageant at the end of the day. So we have to put in first a great first impressions, especially towards the other candidates and the other cities that are representing. So hard at work in the gym and 24/7 watching my diet. So that's mostly it for the physical preparations. But when it comes to the mental preparations, it's a bit hard because I'm juggling a lot of things, taking up a lot of engagements aside from my school, being immersed in a lot of advocacies myself, being a student volunteer, so having enough to life and just being able to balance to all of those things is a strain to the mental health. However, what makes me go, or what makes me push forward is the motivation. Why I said yes in the first place. I said yes because of the strong resonance with advocacies. You know, my strong resonance with advocacies and what Mr. Philippines is aiming towards. So, finding myself that this is for a greater purpose. Greater purpose is to serve and be a voice and ambassador for change.
Yeah, so our last question, Ms. Mara, if I may. So since pageants right now, Sai and Ms. Mara, are really anchored with advocacy, so what advocacy will you carry sa Legazpi Albay? And that it will also resonate to the candidates as well.
So my advocacy is SDG number 4, quality education. Because I'm a firm believer myself that quality education is not just about the institution, it's not just about subjects that you have and the professors have. It's about having access to a lot of information that makes you more skilled and makes you more capacitated to earn more and do better for your family. So the question now is, what are we doing? Are we giving our citizens the right amount of knowledge? Are we giving them the right amount of avenues to learn more? So yes, for me, quality education is something that we could truly build upon to create a better society.
Ms. Mara, you have any additional questions for Simon? Last question.
I guess that was the last question that I have for him. And we are very honored for him that he said yes to represent Mr. Cagayan de Oro organization to the national pageant. Once again, let's give a big round of applause to Mr. Simon Libago, our Mr. Cagayan de Oro representative to Mr. Philippines 2024.
Yes, congratulations, Simon. And we are with you in your journey sa Legazpi Albay.
So we hope and pray, Sir Simon, that you will get to represent Cagayan de Oro and be known to the entire country and as well as to the world. Yes, for the win, Mr. Simon Libago.
Yeah, so before we continue, Ms. Mara, let's watch the ads on screen.
I've always believed in the idea that learning is a lifelong process. We don't stop learning inside the classroom, but we continue to learn outside it by living our lives to the fullest and being open to new perspectives. My name is Simon Libago, and I will be representing the City of Golden Friendship, Cagayan de Oro. I am currently an undergraduate taking up a Bachelor of Science in Financial Management to help make me more capacitated to become a well-equipped entrepreneur. I love reading books and I am a geek at heart. I also love working out and improving myself physically, not only because it makes me look better, but it helps me out in making me committed and disciplined. I have been engaged in leadership roles when I started my college life, and have also been immersed in different courses and involvements by reading a student polity. Together, these experiences have helped shape me to become the person that I am today, a person with a heart and a passion to care. As I set my sights for a big competition, I look forward to sharing the looks and well-known friendliness of the adults, but I also look forward to spread my message and my advocacy to a wider audience.
let's welcome on stage the people behind Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024. Let's start with the Chief Executive Officer Lourdes Candy Dalimbang, Chief Operations Officer Renante Pacheco Namukakag, Corporate Secretary Attorney Princess Dalimbang, Chief Finance Officer Richelle Diaz, BOT Auditor Lysel Magulami, Marketing Officer Lizelle Dando, Marketing Staff Marlo Shose, Marketing Staff and Event Staff Bach Tabasan, Branding and Styling Officer Darwin Poole, Photographer Russell Panogalito, Videographer Jody Ray Fernandez, Floor Manager Christian Atienza, Stage Manager Isabella Granedo, Technical Officer Noah Chalangueras, Production Staff Almar Magarandan, Boboys TV, Legal Officer Attorney Jenny Upliger, and of course the host Mara Ebueza. Siguro next 2 weeks from now, which will be grand coronation, I will be so emotional because Mr. Cagayan de Oro has looked for this year. Start by streaming 20 February of this year. So the journey is not that easy. There were challenges, there were really struggles, but then again, 2 weeks na lang grand coronation na ito.
Yeah, so usually the bumps that you have encountered, of course, will be the representation of the success of Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024. You know, really successful ang sa event kung wala yung bumps, wala yung challenges na na-encounter. So congratulations to the production team. At the same time, sa ating mga sponsors na they have extended their help and shared with generosity to our organizations in the area.
Yes, and of course, with that, Ms. Mara, nakita na po, nailhan na po nato ang matag-usa, especially our team, especially, of course, the candidates katong siguro, the last time nakauban na to sa atong team building, but of course, you had a chance also to get to know our candidates last week, diba? So,
kikilig kaayo ko, Sir EJ, kaya first time din na po makakita sa ilan na nag-wear sila doon.
Yes, and also, that was during the swimwear competition.
Yes, and of course, the advocacy night sa Hyde Park SCG.
Correct, where I met you first, and of course, that everything has a purpose, as they say.
And so, of course, Sir EJ, hindi po na kalimtan ang atong mga board of judges to each of our events that we had in Mr. Cagayan de Oro. Ato silang pakpakan ng higala.
And of course, our marketing staff, tanan-tanan sa Mr. Cagayan de Oro team have worked so hard, not just the candidates, but everyone in the organization, Ms. Mara. So there are sleepless nights, there are stress, of course, but then again, God has given so much. And isa na dito ang, again, being part, Mr. Cagayan de Oro, na part sa major events.
Yes, congratulations to the organization, Sir EJ. No, hindi po na to kalimtan ang atong mga makeup artists.
O our mentors, makeup artists, palakpakan na sila. Ito muna nasa likod.
Yeah.
Kung sa mga pageant na queens.
Yeah.
it takes a village to make a queen, as they say. So it takes a village as well to make a king.
Yes, no? So, dili sila maiwan well-represented sa each of these barangay na represent without these magical hands of their makeup artists.
Yeah. So, Ms. Mara, I guess our candidates are ready now.
Yes.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause. Wearing the formal wear creation and collection of Mr. Don Sinilong of HD Events, let's give a big round of applause to our 16 candidates for Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024. Number 1, Pamaman Matthew Louis Arbon. Christopher Arnaiz. Candidate number 8, Barangay 26, Juriel Bata. Number 9, Puerto, Bart Vincent Sampuan. Candidate number 11, Carmen Warren Villanueva. Engineer's Office, Ken Rangel. Candidate number 13, SK Kauswakan, Van Razel Dunagi. Candidate number 14, Yapasay Garcia, James Christopher Guapo. Candidate number 16, Bureau of Fire Protection, Edgar Timothy de la Serna. Ladies and gentlemen, our 16 candidates for Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024 in their full hair by Mr. John Torino of HD Events. Maraming salamat po. So this is it, Ms. Mara. This is the road to the coronation night of Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024.
Yes, that will be on August 18, 2024 at Limkikay Atrium at tangin ninyo mga higala. Ayaw mo pag-absent anang adlaw.
Yes, and Sir Ray, the tickets are available at the Limkikay ticketing booth right now. So, and also you can also message the official Facebook page of Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024 and meron na din mga tickets sa mga candidates. So if you want to grab some tickets, message our candidates as well, the official Facebook page, or visit the Limkikay Mall ticketing booths. Yes. And of course, hindi nato kanang hindi nato pagyason ang closing speaker nato. Okay, last time, supposedly, speaker ni siya sa Xiamen sa swimwear competition. But karon, tawago na din nato ang pinakakusgan ng marketing head sa Mr. Cagayan de Oro Golden Friendship Incorporated Business Cell, Tata Dano.
Bisan pa man sa mga challenges na akong encounter in behalf of Mr. Cagayan de Oro City Friendship Incorporated with my team, ma'am, among CEO with the production staff. Grabe ang among mga challenges with the candidate also, but thank you so much sa inyong mga effort na inihatag sa Mr. Cagayan de Oro. So sa mga parents also nga grabe po ang support na among nakita. But the overall nga nagahatag po namong strength in behalf of the organizing team is the local government of Cagayan de Oro City. Thank you so much, Honorable Mayor Clarix Oy, with our representative, and our Last Hotel cheerleaders. So dili na ako taas kong daghan kayo salamat sa atuang vloggers, ng media production team, o sa tanan nga nakakaroon diri. Salamat o see you karong coronation night nato August 18 at Lentikay Atrium Center. Thank you and once again, good evening.
Thank you so much, Ms. Giselle. Once again, grabe kaayo ang energy on stage. And ako na po siya mga road to the coronation night.
Yes. So
14 days to go before the coronation night at the Olympic KHAU. Once again, we are so proud of the candidates. We are so proud of the organization. We are so proud of everyone that it comes to one event. The Grand Coronation Night of Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024, August 18 at the Olympic Kai Atrium, 6 p.m. Hosted by yours truly, Miss Mara, and our Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2023 Maharlika, Mr. Nick Ramses Apolonio.
Okay, so let's not also forget to support our representative to the Mr. Philippines, Mr. Simon Libago.
Yes. On September 1. Okay. So without further ado, let's end this with a smile, and excitement. Again, please like and share the official Facebook page of Mr. Cagayan de Oro. For tickets, you can message the official Facebook page, message the candidates, and as well, sa Olympic Kai Ticket Food. Miss Mara?
Let's give a resonating round of applause to our 16 candidates.
Once again, this is EJ Marquez.
And Mara May Ebueza.
See you for the Grand Coronation Night of Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024.
Requesting our board of judges to please come up on stage for the photo opportunity.
And requesting yung kung mga tickets na hindi pa po nahulog sa mga containers sa labas, please na lang po ay pakilagay lang po dun sa containers. Again, the tickets, the pre-pageant tickets po na hindi pa nalagay sa containers wherein nakalagay yung mga photos ng mga candidates, pakilagay lang po so that we can tally as well the tickets that has been sold. Maraming salamat po. Once again, maraming salamat to Mr. Domicilio of HD Events for the formal wear for the candidates of Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024. Miss Mara, makita ang mga managers sa mga candidates ba? Go!
Nag-thank you kayo sa gold.
Yes, judges, thank you so much po. At taghang salamat po sa atong mga media, photographers, and bloggers that are here. The pros, Angie Mabini Photography. We have Kuya Litratista, Pitik Di Matet, Paeg TV Paeg, sino pa dito? Isa pa, Coco's TV, Insert 3L, Pagawad, thank you. And of course, Russell Panobalino, sino pa? Pitik Choy, yes, isa pa, The Bros. Yes, Kuya Litratista, thank you. Yes, and of course, Mr. Philippines, Cagayan de Oro, Simon Libago. So again, Ms. Mara, Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2020, balik mabuta na siya 2025, ay he will represent, of course, Mr. Cagayan de Oro City sa Mr. Philippines for next year. And I believe that the Mr. Philippines pageant, the national pageant, will be held here, surveying next year in Cagayan de Oro City, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, our LGU is Albi Dreswaga. behold the beautiful, the iconic Carla Sambanya with the glittery boots. Yes, up next, nandito pa ba ang Eduardo Diego family? Yes, Eduardo Diego, JM ba? You're here. Eduardo Diego. Yes, after Eduardo Diego, si Sir Joel Villar, our bouquet provider for Mr. Cagayan 2024. Sir Joel. Once again, daghang salamat po sa mga supporters, family, relatives of the candidates for Mr. Cagayan 2024. We will be seeing you, more of you, at the coronation night on August 18. So we're expecting natin mga different kinds of colors of balloons. Vloggers, you're next. So Ms. Mara, expect na to ang mga supporters, mga magdala, mga balloons, mga everything.
Drums, sir. Drums.
Yes. Vloggers and photographers, please. The production staff, headed by Isabella Reynoso. BOT. So once again, you can buy your tickets for the coronation at the Lincoln Kai ticketing booth. You can also message your candidate, and as well, you can message the official Facebook page of Mr. Cagayan 2020 production staff. Thank you so much, production staff. Sabi na ang mga managers sa mga Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Amethyst Hall together with production. stage, supporters, relatives, friends, girlfriends. By candidates. Okay, so okay, candidates, after 10 minutes, let's proceed to the applicants hall for our debriefing and meeting together with the survey and the production team. 10 minutes, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Mami Grace Salcedo Ako, thank you. Mami Gigi Aisa, thank you so much. Sir Val, thank you so much. And to the Bureau of Fire Protection, sir, thank you. Sir, next year, sir, appeal mo ha.
Once again, may hapon sa tanan. Basing na pa'y wala nakahulong sa ilang ticket, open pa sa gawas. Kaya na few minutes at na siyang ipuson para sa additional BBPS sa atong mga candidates. Dagang salamat.
Once again, katong wala pa nakakuha ng hulong sa ilang tickets para makatabang sa additional BBPS para sa atuang candidates for Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024. Ato na ihulog sa drop box sa gawas. Dagang salamat. Candidates, 5 minutes will proceed to Amin Desk for our briefing and for our dinner.